Welcome to the Comedy MX Classic Comedy Channel. Classic as in Laurel and Hardy, our gang, Buster Keaton, and Charlie Chaplin.
Thank you, boys. Where'll you be when I need you?
Right here.
Okay.
I told you not to make that last payment.
Laugh Out Loud comedy, as in cartoons, TV shows, features galore, or the campy giant claw. Chuckle and guffaw the night away as you binge watch CMX Classic Comedies.
Very exact timing, Dotty.
I was noticing the same thing, Mr. Brockton.
Do you think we'll have much fun when we get to Paris? I can't wait that long. I got my fun started right now. Where? Right behind me in the straw hat. He ain't the type. Listen, dearie, anybody that can take himself a man secretary to Europe the type for me. And my name ain't Maxine the Stewart. What's your name?
You know, mechanical perfection always interests me.
Huh? Oh, quite right.
Very neat precision, don't you think so? I can do better. Who are they?
Kelly's Affairs of 1934.
Kelly's Affairs? All of them? This fellow Kelly must be quite a person.
No, it's a girl show. You've heard of the Ziegfeld Follies? Well, this is Kelly's Affairs of 1934.
Nevertheless, I think this fellow Kelly must lead a wild, disgraceful life. Oh, pardon me. My name is J. Ashmore Brockton.
And mine is James W. Kelly.
Well, how embarrassing. I must have offended him.
Oh, don't let it bother you. Have a cigar. Girls, I want to talk to you. Just run into the salon.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
Come on, do what the boss says. Scram into the saloon. Here, where you... Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought you were one of my girls.
Really?
Well, what I mean to say is, or was...
Thank you.
I'll bet his father was a hotel detective.
You ought to know. Wait a minute.
listen, girls. This show's going to Paris. You all have contracts. I want you to remember it's a business trip.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
I've agreed to deliver an entire cast. So if any of you think you're going to grab off a rich husband and quit show business, you're all wrong.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
So remember, just keep your minds on your feet and off your hearts. In other words, stay away from the men.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
And it's understood. No romance this trip. Okay, Happy. You tell him the rest. I gotta go see the captain.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
No, Mr. Kelly.
$207. Miss Catherine Bell and maid. And just who is Miss Catherine Bell?
I don't know, sir, but she seems to be a person of considerable importance. Thank you. Is there anything else, sir?
Yes. Who has 209?
It's vacant.
You mean, it was vacant.
Yes, sir. It was vacant.
I'm as happy as a lark, flying through the clouds above. Here I stand. Oh! Ooh, it's grand. I'm right next door to love. Once I whistle in the dark.
Kelly, don't do it. Please don't do it, Kelly.
Do what?
Fall in love.
Who's falling in love?
You are. On account of every time you yodel in the bank, you're falling in love. And every time you fall in love, you get in trouble. And every time you get in trouble, I gotta fix it. Oh, Kelly, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh!
Heard about a guy called Cupid, funny little love decoy. Thought he was insane, bringing everyone pain. He was off my list. I'll admit that I was stupid, laughing at the fair-haired boy. With his little dart, he awakened my heart to the joys I'd missed. I'm as happy as a lark, flying through the sky above. Gee, it's grand, here I stand, right next door to love. Once I whistled in the dark, now I'm cooing like a dove. Goose hangs high, here am I, right next door to love. Please unlock the door to happiness. If I knock, will your like a hand within a glove. Come right in, the walls are thin, I'm right next door to love.
Hey, hey. Remember what you said now. This ain't no pleasure trip. It's business.
I mean business this time.
Kelly.
How do you like the ocean this morning?
Oh, I think it's awfully cute.
If you think that this proposition is worthy...
Hey, how did she get that so quickly?
Oh, she just had one of her little spells of the dropsy.
Dropsy?
Yes. First she dropped her bag and he picked it up. Then she dropped her book and he picked that up. Then she dropped her handkerchief.
And she picked him up.
Yes, Mr. Kelly.
I want you girls to understand that... Give me your handkerchief.
Huh?
Come on, your handkerchief. Old lady.
You dropped your handkerchief, miss.
Oh, Mr. Kelly.
Now I'll show you just what I mean. Rodney,
Yes, Mr. Brighten.
the Bulgarian contract.
Yes, sir.
Oh, do you play contract? I'm just dying to learn.
No, my dear, you misunderstand. You see, my contract is with the King of Belgardia. He's engaged me as efficiency engineer.
The Belgardian papers, sir.
Yes, thank you. You see, this is my contract with the King. And I might add that it's a very valuable document.
Oh, it's pretty, isn't it? I don't see anything about money in here.
Why, there it is. I'm to receive 100,000 pursuiters. That's the Bulgarian unit of exchange. You've heard of the pursuiters?
Oh, sure. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yes. No.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid I'll never learn. On account of maybe I'm too young to understand about money.
Oh, now don't you be discouraged, my dear. Just you come and see me every day, and I'll explain it to you step by step.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Mr. Brockton. But I'm afraid I can't on account of Mr. Kelly.
Why, Mr. Kelly?
Well, you see, he's pretty strict about our having gentlemen friends. And on account of he has me under contract to him, I have to do just what he tells me. Now, if you had my contract, I'd have to do just what you tell me, wouldn't I?
I suppose so. Rodney,
Yes, sir.
see Mr. Kelly and attend to this matter.
Oh, Ashmower.
Shall I buy the young lady's contract, sir?
Why, of course.
Mr. Kelly,
I'm Kelly.
I have come to see you on a very important matter.
Will you join us?
Thank you.
Bartender, another glass. Fix yourself up, bud.
Thank you, sir. I'll take a cigar. I'll smoke it when I get off duty.
Mr. Kelly, you'd give a charming lady great happiness if you'd sell her contract.
What are you talking about?
Miss Maxine Latour.
Well, who the deuce are you?
I'm Mr. J. Ashmore Brockton's secretary.
Yeah? Then talk to my secretary.
Boss want to buy the whole show?
Oh, no, just Miss Latour.
Can't do that. Bust up our whole troupe. She's a featured dancer.
Mr. Brockton will be very disappointed. His wrath will know no bounds.
Oh, don't let that bother you. Have a cigar. Well, let me hear it from you. You know, chicken.
Is the lady of the house at home? I'm working my way through college, and I thought that possibly she might be interested in a ladies' home companion.
No, Mr. Kelly. Good morning, Maxine.
Oh, don't you just love roller skates?
Yes, indeed. They remind me of my youth.
Did you skate much?
No, never. But they still remind me of my youth.
Oh, that's too bad. Because I'm just crazy about mini skates. Oh, they're so athletic.
Yes. May I borrow your skates?
Oh, but Ashmore, you might get hurt.
Oh, touch it. Skating is merely a matter of concentration and coordination.
Merely child's play.
Easy as falling off a log.
Oh, Ashmore. Oh, Ashmore, you hurt? Oh.
A slight miscalculation.
Well, let me help you.
Oh!
Maxine! Maxine! Oh, why did you do that?
Fancy meeting you here.
I just thought I'd drop in.
Won't you have dinner with me?
I'd love to have dinner with you tonight.
Swell.
Sylvia, I'm on fire.
It's the liniment, Your Highness.
No, silly. It's the American. He's the nicest man I've ever met. I'm simply... Well, I just can't think of the word.
Is it nuts, Your Highness?
Thank you, Sylvia. That's the word. I'm simply nuts about him.
Hello?
I'm as happy as a lark, flying through the clouds above. Gee, it's grand, here I stand, right next door to love. Once I whistled in the dark, now I'm cooing like a dove. Goose hangs high, here am I, right next door to love. Please unlock the door to happiness. If I knock, will your heart answer yes? Please say yes, you would fit within my arms like a hand within a glove. Come on in, the walls are thin, I'm right next door to love. You know, I'm an awful dud.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I've made love to dozens of women in dozens of plays. Now that I'm really in love, I don't know what to say.
Well, what would you say if you were in the theater?
Oh, that'd be simple. Here. Now, this is the stage, and this is the proscenium arch. Now, over here are the wings. Now, over here is a bench. And you are seated on the bench. Then I come on over here. You look up and sigh, and then you say, you shouldn't have come, Montmorency. Think, my father. And I look back at you, and then the orchestra strikes a chord. Believe me, my days begin and end with you. Always believe me, without you days gone. Believe me, my nights are dreams that blend in you. You never leave me from the dusk till the dawn.
my very own. My heart is your throne forever and ever. Believe me, I'll worship you my whole life through. Always believe when I say I love you.
What's the trouble, Happy?
Plenty. Read this.
What?
Is there anything wrong?
I'm afraid the show's over. That's a fine bunch of friends. Listen to this. No. I should say not. Nothing doing. Santa Claus is dead. And any other way of saying no, they'd have used it.
We'll get out of it somehow. We've been broke before.
Yeah, I know it. Didn't have a gang of women on our hands, though. So do you realize we haven't got enough dough to bring them back home? Oh, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but it's not for you. A radiogram for Mr. Brockton.
Oh, thank you.
Anything wrong, sir?
Everything. This is most distressing. Why did I ever become an efficiency engineer?
It was very inefficient of you.
What's that?
I mean, it was a trifle inefficient for a man of your great intelligence.
Intelligence, bah. What good is it when I see a lot of brainless idiots making a success? Look at those two fools over there enjoying a perfectly lovely trip without a thing to worry about.
You know what burns me up, Happy, is to see a couple of saps like that sitting on top of the world.
We'd have been better off if you'd have sold him Maxine's contract when he wanted it.
Yeah.
Rodney,
Yes, sir.
do you think I can manage a theatrical troupe of young ladies?
You always were an expert at figures, sir.
Happy, our troubles are over.
How come?
I'll give him Maxine's contract if he takes the rest of the gals with us.
Kelly, you're a genius.
Did you ever see a horse trade, Rodney?
No, sir.
Well, the trick is to trade the horse that you don't want for the one that you do want. Understand?
Perfectly. But we have no horse.
Give me that Belgardian contract. That's our horse.
But you can't trade this contract. It's worthless, sir.
They don't know that. Steward.
Yes, sir?
Will you ask those two gentlemen over there if they will join us in a drink, please?
Ask the gentlemen over there if they'll join us in a drink.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kelly would like you to join him in a drink. Mr. Brockton would like you to join him in a drink.
Yes.
We can have a drink.
What's your soda, please?
Yeah, the same, please.
Have one yourself, bud.
Thanks, sir, but I'm not allowed to drink on duty. Well, here, have a couple of cigars. Oh, thank you.
Several days ago, you offered to buy Miss Latour's contract.
Now, I've been thinking it over.
So have I, Mr. Kelly. Now, if I wanted to buy your whole show, you might have felt differently.
Well, I've never thought of selling. But if I did, it would have to be an awfully good proposition.
Of course, I hadn't thought of buying, but if I did, I might lay $500 down, just like that. Then what would you say?
Why, I brought those kids up from chorus girls. Even if I wanted to sell my show, which I don't, it'd take a lot more than 500.
Well, of course, if I really wanted to buy your show, I might raise that 500 to 1,000.
That's perfectly ridiculous. Say, if I sold my show, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Well, I can fix that. I have a contract here with the king of Belgardia that will pay the owner 100,000 pesetas a year as an efficiency expert.
And just how much is that in real money?
$10,000. Now, if I really loved a girl in your show that I couldn't bear to be separated from, I might throw the contract in with the deal. Then what would you say?
I'd never let it be said that a Kelly stood in the way of true love. It's a deal.
Rodney.
Yes, sir. Transfer the contract? Yes. Moran, transfer our contract.
There we are, gentlemen. I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, have a cigar.
Next, not here. Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Cigars for the gentleman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, since I'm the star of your review, there's a lot of things I wanted.
Wait a minute. Here. Tell it to your new boss, Mr. J. Ashmore Proctor.
Oh, Ashmore, is it true?
Indeed it is, my dear. I certainly put one over on Kelly.
Wouldn't it be fair, Your Highness, if you didn't see him again?
But, Sylvia, I love him.
You know the postdocs tomorrow, and then...
I know. Oh, the whole thing's impossible. But I must see him tonight, even if it's only to say goodbye.
I'm sure glad we got that $1,000. Now we can beat it back home.
Not so fast. We're going to Belgardia to collect on this contract.
Oh, what do you know about running a kingdom?
Listen, stupid, didn't I play the lead in The Student Prince, The Vagabond King, and All the King's Horses? All these kingdoms are alike. It's a cinch.
I hope you don't forget your line.
Beat it, will you? I'll see you later. Good evening.
Good evening. Good night, Sylvia.
Good night.
I've been looking all over for you. Isn't this our dance?
I thought you'd forgotten. I wish this boat didn't dock tomorrow.
So do I. But I'll see you again.
I'm afraid not.
What's the matter? Going to meet your husband?
I'm not married.
In love with someone else?
No.
Well, now that that's all settled, when will I see you again?
You won't. After tonight, we mustn't meet again.
Oh, I see. Just another shipboard romance, eh?
No, you're wrong. Meeting you is the sweetest thing that's ever happened to me. But we can't see each other anymore.
Why not?
Don't ask me. I can't tell you.
Oh, I can't leave you like this. I love you. Don't you remember last night? Do you hear what they're playing?
It's you alone inspiring my each endeavor, my very own. My heart is your throne forever and
Goodbye.
Hi, I'm the king. Hey, I'm the king.
Oh, quit worrying about that gal, will you?
I can't, Happy. I've simply got to find her.
We've looked everywhere for her. She just disappeared into thin air. Oh, forget it, will you?
How can I? I tell you, Happy, this is different. You don't understand. I love her.
Hey, stop the car.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate this very much. I shall see that you are suitably rewarded.
Well, all right, forget it.
But I mean it. I shall make you a count and you a duke.
You take it easy, old man. Everything's going to be all right. You see, you've been out in the sun just a little bit too long.
But you don't understand. Gentlemen, I am the king.
Why? Certainly, certainly. Shake hands with the student prince. And I am the court jester.
But, gentlemen, I assure you.
Now, hold everything, hold everything. Did you ever see this one? Well...
But
No,
really...
never mind. Now, wait a minute. I can do something better than that. Do you like flowers?
Yes.
Well, smell that.
You're not a bad guy at that.
What's your name, Bo?
Maximilian.
No harm met, Maxie, old boy.
Goodbye, Maxie. This is as far as we go.
Yeah, beat it. We got business inside.
But I want to go in here, too.
That's what we get for picking up a hobo.
Oh, well, let him go. The guards will throw him out anyhow.
Listen, Maxie, we gave you a lift. Now, what more do you want?
But this is where I...
Well, if you must follow us, you might as well help. Here, take these.
Here you are, my man, for your trouble.
Have a cigar. Take it on the lamb.
On the lamb?
Yeah. Scram.
Oh, scram.
That's it. How'd you like the way those mugs are saluting us? Some reception, eh?
You must have been expecting us. We're a couple of big shots.
You said it, pal.
Halt. Run along, my man. Tell the king the efficiency engineers are here. Halt. Where's your pass? Why, we don't need any pass. The king sent for us.
No pass. How did you get in the palace?
Have a cigar. We just walked in.
Forced entry, huh? You're under arrest. Your Excellencies, these men have forced their way into the palace.
Well, what have you to say for yourself? It's a frame-up. I want a lawyer. That's a poor excuse. We ought to give them 10 years in prison.
Say, you're making a terrible mistake.
I've changed my mind. We'll give them 20 years.
It's an outrage. I demand to see the king.
He's expecting us. Why? The men are maniacs. We'll give them life. Hey, wait till the king hears about this. You'll all be looking for new jobs.
His Majesty the King!
And now you'll get it. Wait till I tell him what's been going on around here.
Gentlemen?
Holy smoke, it's Maxie.
Oh, tell the boys I died game.
Your Majesty, these men forced their way into the palace. It isn't true.
How did you get past the sentries?
Why, we came in with... I don't remember, Your Honor.
You see, Your Majesty, we are the efficiency experts from America. My name is Kelly, and this is my assistant, Mr. Moran.
I have sent for these gentlemen. Welcome to Belgardia. Now we are even. All right, take it on the land.
On the lam, Your Majesty?
Yes, scram. Gentlemen, be seated.
Me?
Mr. Kelly, I want this country completely reorganized, and it's up to you. You will have complete charge of everything, even the finances of this kingdom.
That's just what I want. I'll put this over like a three-ring circuit.
And don't think he can't do it. He's one of the smartest men in the show. In this efficiency racket.
Your Majesty, documents are important. In the future, give all documents of this sort to Mr. Kelly. Here you are.
Gas, telephone, electricity.
What? No milk or ice?
Oh, my mistake.
Say, why weren't these bills paid?
They want money, and we haven't any.
You mean you're broke?
Absolutely.
We've been gypped.
Double-crossed. Say, haven't you any assets at all?
Here is a list of everything. These are the liabilities, and these the assets.
Say, what's this 500,000 mops?
That's our main industry. It's the only thing we manufacture in this country.
Well, why don't you sell them?
We can't. People prefer using vacuum cleaners.
Say, just how do you get along?
We don't. Prince Alexis of Moronia had to lend us 200,000 pesetas. You will find that in the liabilities.
How are you going to repay him?
That's for you to worry about. Have you a match?
Oh, sure.
Thanks for the cigar. I haven't smoked an American cigar in a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's the last match I have.
Here's an item of 3 princes named Stefani. Good-looking boys?
Rather look like me.
Fine. We'll ship them to Hollywood and marry them to screen stars.
That always works.
It's entirely in your hands.
That's the spirit. Happy, have you got a match?
Sure.
Why didn't you light the king's cigar? Those practical jokes of yours are going to get us in trouble someday. These trick matches don't light. My mistake.
I didn't want to smoke anyhow.
Say, who is this Princess Tania? She certainly knows how to spend money.
She's my daughter, the successor to the throne, my only child. You know how it is.
Oh, I see. Where is she now?
She's in Paris, but she'll be here in a few days.
Say, we can't afford a princess. She'll have to get married. Anyone interested in her?
As a matter of fact, Prince Alexis lent us the 200,000 pesetas because he wants to marry her.
And if she marries him, we don't have to pay the debt. We kill off 2 birds with 1 stone.
Same old story. Little Nell marries to pay off the mortgage on the old homestead.
But my daughter doesn't like Prince Alexis.
Well, make her like him. You're her old man.
Sure. Who's king around here anyway?
I am.
Then that settles it. She marries Prince Alexis.
My prime minister has favored that idea for a long time. Wait until you meet him. I know you'll get on very well with Count Parchisi. You may go, gentlemen.
Count Parchisi! Count Parchisi!
A good day's work, gentlemen. I wonder what happened to my cigar. Thanks, gentlemen. For years, someone has been stealing my cigars, and I never could find out who it was.
Oh, just a sample of our efficiency, Your Majesty.
Call me Maxie.
Okay, Maxie.
So long, Maxie.
Count Parchisi. Welcome, Parchisi. How is my daughter?
I brought her safely back from America. She's on the train now. I came back by airplane.
Good. This dilly-dallying has been going on long enough. I have made up my mind that my daughter shall marry Prince Alexis of Moronia.
But, Your Majesty, suppose she doesn't like the idea.
I'll make her like it. I'm her old man. Who's king around here, anyhow?
You are, Your Majesty.
Then that settles it. Leave immediately for Moronia and tell Prince Alexis that we are announcing his betrothal to the Princess Tania.
I shall leave at once, Your Majesty.
But your father, the king, will be...
I don't want to hear any more about it. And you can tell my father, the king, that if he comes up here, I'll throw him out, too.
That's perfectly terrible, Maxie. Perfectly terrible.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. Give me another chance, please.
All right, let's give him one more chance.
All right, one more chance. Come on. Ta-dum, ta-dum, bum, bum.
Hey, how am I doing?
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Well, what is it?
Your
Don't
daughter,
you see I'm busy?
your daughter refused to accept the prince's engagement gift. Why, that's open rebellion.
What will we do?
Don't let her get away with this just because you're her father. Show her that you're the king.
You're right.
Wait a minute, Steve.
Oh, thanks.
Well, what do you want?
Tanya, darling, don't get excited. It's only your father.
Get away from here. I don't ever want to see you again.
Leave this to me. I've handled temperamental prima donnas before. Oh, Princess, will you please open this door so we can discuss this quietly? Now you listen to me, young lady. This nonsense has got to stop.
That suits me, so the sooner you stop, the better I like it.
Oh, wisecracker, eh? Why, you funny little idiot. With a disposition like yours, you should be very happy that any man wants to marry you.
Oh, is that so? Well, did you ever see Prince Alexis?
And what has that got to do with it?
He has gout, gold teeth, and a bald head. And furthermore, he's 81 years old.
So much the better. He can't live forever. The engagement has been announced. Unless you go through with this marriage, it means war.
Good. It'll give the army some exercise.
But we can't go to war. The army quit last payday.
Don't you realize if you don't marry Prince Alexis, you'll foreclose the mortgage on this palace?
I can't help it. I will not marry that man.
And why not?
Because I love someone else.
Oh. Going to sacrifice your country for a drugstore cowboy, eh?
He's the finest man that ever lived.
If he were half a man instead of a marked-down gigolo, he'd be here with you right now.
If he were, he'd make you eat your words, you nincompoop.
Princess or no princess, there's no pug-nosed, bandy-legged, cockeyed Belgardian going to call me a nincompoop and get away with it. Hey, is there any other way into that room?
Through the balcony.
Jimmy. Oh, darling. What have I done? Are you hurt?
Catherine.
Oh, sweetheart, you shouldn't have followed me here. I don't know what they'll do to you if they find you with me. They want me to marry some old prince. But I love you. Oh, please take me away from here.
Oh, gee, that's a swell idea.
Where did you get this engagement present?
But, darling, I didn't know that you were the princess.
Oh, so this engagement is your idea.
Oh, but how was I to know that you...
What difference does that make? And you were the man who had nerve enough to tell me not to sacrifice my country for a drugstore cowboy, a cheap fortune hunter. Well, you were right, I won't.
Oh, but darling...
Don't darling me. I'm just a pug-nosed, cross-eyed, bow-legged Belgardian that's only fit to marry Prince Alexis. You fixed it for me to marry him. All right, I will.
But listen, darling, can't we...
See if you can fix that. Father,
But, Tanya,
your flunky here has just convinced me that I should marry Prince Alexis.
Your Majesty...
Not a word, my boy. This is no time for modesty. You might pass it off lightly, but I know you've done a great job. Congratulations.
But listen, Happy, this is serious. We're in an awful jam.
What do you mean we are? You are. You were the one who thought about running this kingdom.
Oh, I know it. But I got her into the mess, now I got to get her out of it.
What difference does that make? As far as she's concerned, you're in the doghouse.
I'm not worrying about myself, but I can't stand by and watch her marry this mug. Tell me, what am I going to do?
Why ask me? I didn't play on all the king's horses.
Gee, if I could only pay that Alexis the 200,000 pursuiters that Maxie owes him, I could tell him to go jump in the lake. That's it. Happy, all we have to do is raise 200,000 pursuiters.
Yeah, that's all we have to do, raise 200,000 pursuiters.
Oh, but Happy, listen.
Oh, where are you going?
We would like to see the palace.
Oh, that's against the law.
We came all the way from our way. And Effie here, that's my wife, she's never seen a palace. We'll give you 25 pursuiters.
Why, I couldn't think of it.
Well, I'm a son of a gun.
For less than 50 pursuiters.
Okay, we'll give you 50 pursuiters.
Well, how dare you offer me 50 pursuiters to let you enter the palace grounds? Why, I wouldn't violate His Majesty's commands for 1,000,000 pursuiters.
Very good, Otto. Very good. You may take the rest of the afternoon off.
Oh, thank you, sire.
Did you offer my guard 50 pursuiters to let you in the palace grounds?
I'm sorry, sir, but I did.
You couldn't make it 100 pursuiters, could you?
Yes, sir.
Happy? Our troubles are over.
How come?
Get a load of that.
Step this way, ladies and gentlemen! Step this way! On the inside we have that historic palace where 1,000,000 spirits dance and the place awaits you! And all for the sum of 25 pursuiters! 25 pursuiters, 1/10 of a ruble!
How's it going, Happy?
Oh, it's colossal! Yes, sir, it's colossal! And all for 25 pursuiters!
Are we taking in any dough?
Are we taking in any dough, pal? It's the thrill of a lifetime. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, it's the thrill of a lifetime. You can't afford to miss it.
Okay, pal, you keep it going. I'm going to check up inside.
All right, I'll follow you. Take all the off. The only official souvenir of Belgardia.
How's business?
Rotten.
Well, cheer up. Success is just across the moat.
Here you are, folks. Here you are. Take all the off. The only official souvenir of Belgardia. Here you are, folks. Take all the off. Over there, Master Belgardia.
Here it is, the sport of kings. After. If I fail to guess within 3 pounds of your weight. Warm puppies. Will you indulge in warm puppies?
Hot dog, you slug.
Here you are. Hot dog. How do you like 'em, friend?
Something that's busted.
Maxie, you're eating up all the profits. Go on back to your own job.
Here you are. Hot dog.
Have a mop, lady? No, thank you. I use a vacuum cleaner.
How they selling?
Terrible. I can't even give them away.
Well, keep trying.
Only 25 pursuiters to ride that breathtaking, awe-inspiring, you Fredo. A handsome present goes to each and every person, making a complete success. Here you are, young lady. There you are. Young lady, here you are.
All right, Kelly. I was just on my way to work.
Here, young lady, your present.
Do not leave the girls without having your photograph made beside His Majesty, with the slight sum of 25 pursuiters. Ah, you little lady, would you like to have your photograph made beside the King of Belgardia? Okay, boy. Give me the little birdie.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Won't you buy a mop?
A mop? I should say not. I use a vacuum cleaner.
Her Highness, let us have him.
Take home a mop.
Who's next? Here you are.
Here we have King Max Philip IV in his royal robe.
Tanya, really?
Oh, this is another one of your brilliant ideas.
Oh, darling, listen.
Don't speak to me. I never want to see you again.
Here's your prize, lady. Here's your prize. Now, come on. Here we go. There. That's fine, young lady. Everything's going to... Now, come along to the royal palace gallery. Come right along here now. Here is your prize, lady.
I've never been so humiliated in all my life. I hope you're satisfied.
I'm not doing all this to hurt you. The country is bankrupt, and I'm only trying to help.
You surely pick a fine way to do it.
We're making money, aren't we?
Certainly, for a few weeks. But how long do you think this ridiculous horseplay can last? Here's the only important thing in the country, muffs. And you're giving them away as prizes. If you really want to put this country on its feet, you'll sell us muffs. Only it takes more than a crooner to do it.
Oh, yeah? Well, if Eddie Cantor can sell coffee, and Rudy Valley can sell yeast, I can sell mops. Cheerio, everyone. This is Jimmy Kelly, speaking for the Royal Mop Company, the makers of the Personality Mop. Use the Personality Mop and clean up with pleasure. The Personality Mop is different.
They are colored and perfumed.
A color for every occasion.
And a perfume for every mood.
The Personality Mop is the mop of romance. It is the mop beautiful.
From the shimmering rainbow comes the exquisite colors. From the fragrant wildflowers, their exotic perfume.
It is the Personality Mop.
Born in a palace and fit for a king. So good night, everybody. Until the same hour tomorrow, when Personality Mop will again bring you Jimmy Kelly, the voice of romance, singing.
There's a love song in the air. It's the song of my heart calling to you. Can't you hear my song declare? Even though we're apart, my love is true. Every word, every note tells my longing. Every rhyme speaks of you through and through. There's a love song in the air. It's the song of my heart calling to you.
Perfumed colored mop. It's ridiculous. He can't sell mop that way.
I don't know. He's been successful in everything else he's tried.
Personality mop. The voice of romance. A lot of good that'll do.
You never can tell. Our women have never heard a crooner before.
I'll bet you our women don't buy any mop. Even if he sings until he's blue in the face.
And what perfume do you desire, madam?
Night of love. I want a mop to match my dress.
Here you are, madam.
Thank you.
And what perfume matches your personality, madam?
Black narcissuses. Oh, dear. What's your hurry?
It's almost time for the broadcast. The voice of romance.
I didn't know it was so late. Girls, you missed the broadcast.
Eight o'clock, the hour of romance, brought to you by the Personality Mop. Born in the palace and fit for a king. If you haven't already got your Personality Mop, you better hurry. There are only a few left. We now bring to you Jimmy Kelly, the voice of romance, singing.
There's a love song in the air. It's the song of my heart calling to you. Can't you hear my song declare? Even though we're apart, my love is true. Every word, every note tells my longing. Every rhyme speaks of you through and through.
Just received a news bulletin. Flash. Prince Alexis of Maronia arrived
arrives tomorrow in Belgardia with his royal guard to claim Princess Tanya as his bride.
Father, I can't go through with it. Father,
Huh?
I can't go through with it. I will not marry that man.
Why not? You agreed to.
I don't...
Your engagement has been announced.
Your Majesty, we've got to do something.
Jimmy, you've got to help me. If you love me, you'll get me out of this.
Your Majesty, Tanya and I love each other. When Prince Alexis arrives tomorrow, we're going to pay him off and tell him to scram.
Why didn't you tell me all this before?
What difference does it make?
We were almost sold out of mops.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Well, I didn't like to see the business start, so what? So I took all the money and bought a boatload of mops.
His Royal Highness, Prince Alexis.
Company, up!
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Matt.
How are you? How's business? Great. We've been selling a lot of mops.
Oh, yes, I heard about that, but we'll talk about that later. I came to claim my bride.
Well, I'm afraid it's all off, Alex. She doesn't want to marry you. You know how girls are.
So you're welshing on me, dear. I loaned you 200,000 as soon as I could marry your daughter.
I appreciate it. But you won't lose anything by it. I'll give you your money back.
Oh, give me the dough and I'll forget all about it.
Well, I hadn't got it right now. But if you wait...
Quick, Miss Darling. I hold the markets on this palace, and if you can't pay, I'll take it over. Boys, we are moving in.
Now, if you'll only wait for a while, you'll get your money plus 10% interest.
Who are you?
Why, I'm the king's efficiency engineer.
Sure. He's the man who put the kingdom on its feet. It was he who sold all the mops.
He is an impostor. He is nothing but a cheap singer.
Ooh, cool.
This fellow Kelly met the princess on the boat and followed her out here. That's why she doesn't want to marry you.
Oh, so that's it. Well, nobody can take my girl and make a fool out of me. Boys, take this coon out and shoot him.
Did you hear that? Well, I certainly did. They're going to kill our crooners. They're killing our crooners! They're killing our crooners! They're killing our crooners! Oh, Jimmy. Oh, my darling. Call for time. Do something.
Stall? What'll I do?
Anything at all.
Okay. There's a love song in the air. It's the song of my